The woman was assaulted by a food delivery rider, but after the perpetrator was imprisoned, she made a decision no one could understand. She wrote to the prisoner, requesting to visit him in jail. However, the letter was rejected and returned. 6 months ago, the woman was young and beautiful but had always been single. A colleague arranged a blind date for her, even setting the location at her home. Early the next morning, she began getting ready, but just as she finished applying nail polish, her blind date knocked on the door early. When she opened the door, she saw an unkempt man. She wanted to turn him away, but out of politeness, she let him in. At first, nothing seemed unusual, but when she came out wearing a white dress, the man suddenly leered at her and said she was sexy.
I was just saying you look really nice.
The woman immediately grew wary. After some questioning, she realized he wasn't the intended blind date. She tried to force him out, but instead of leaving, he locked the door, grabbed her by the hair, and overpowered her. After the assault, the man fled in a panic. Only then did the actual blind date arrive late. Finding the door ajar, he knocked. Hearing no response, he politely stepped inside. He was horrified by the scene before him. When questioned by the police, he could barely bring himself to recall it. Meanwhile, the woman lay bruised in a hospital bed, her eyes staring blankly at the ceiling. Determined to get her own revenge, she began writing to the man after his arrest. If the first letter went unanswered, she would send another. If the second wasn't accepted, she would keep writing. She persisted relentlessly. Finally, after hundreds of rejected letters, the man accepted one and agreed to meet her in prison. Expecting condemnation, he avoided her eyes and repeatedly apologized. To his surprise, the woman only asked how he was coping in prison. This left him utterly confused. After that, she visited him every week, each time presenting herself more attractively. Their relationship grew increasingly ambiguous. It never occurred to the man that the victim would fall for him, but he himself fell in love with her. He promised to reform himself behind bars and strive for an early release. Even when bullied by other inmates, he never fought back, which led to serious injuries. Unbeknownst to him, each time the woman expressed concern over his wounds, inwardly, she was pleased. One day, the man told her he would be paroled soon. Shocked, the woman hadn't expected the day to come so quickly. The man who had ruined her life was receiving such a light punishment. She forced a smile, pretending to be happy for him. She couldn't show any sign of weakness, her plan was only just beginning.